Hello, I'm Monica Wright, and I'm going to be talking about simulation training for indoor volleyball. So, simulation training is when you simulate practice as if it would be like in the competition. This can be for performers as well, but we're going to discuss it more on like the athlete side instead of like musicians or something like that. So, different types of examples that you can do simulation training for with indoor volleyball. The first one would be crowd noise. Volleyball games are very loud. I don't know if anyone's ever been to one, but they can get pretty hectic, especially when there's a long rally. So, in order to simulate that noise, I would record crowd noise from previous games or even find some on YouTube, and during practice, I would play that over the microphone so that way it would be projected throughout the whole gym. We would use this during the whole entire practice in order to have the team keep their concentration so that way they don't lose it. They get used to that crowd noise and they are able to ignore it during games. That way it just won't distract them as much. Another example of what we could do for simulation training would be to practice in uniforms. So at practices, you normally can wear whatever you want. Some people will wear shorts or leggings. Others will wear like tank tops, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts. They're all of different colors. And even different colored shoes can be a distraction as well, or different colored knee pads. They make black ones, white ones, depending on what your team uniform is, will depend on what color you wear. So during practices, the team would wear their uniforms that they would play for that game. If they have a home game coming up, then they would wear their home game gear. And then if they have a away game coming up, they would wear their away game uniforms. This way, they would be able to notice slight changes, like in their teammates. So if there was I don't know, if something was going wrong, say the ball was about to go out of bounds, they would notice their teammates moving faster than what they would if they played in different colors. Because those different colors can be very distracting during practice, because maybe somebody over here has a yellow shirt on and somebody over here has like orange shorts on. This way, they're just paying more attention to the game. They're not focusing on these other colors, and they'll be able to notice differences in their fellow teammates while they're playing. And then the third simulation training activity we would do is during volleyball, you have 3 chances to hit the ball back over to the net to the other team. If you don't hit it over in 3, then you're out and the other team gets the point. So we would practice where on the second hit, the setter would set the ball out of bounds. This can happen in a game. It can be very nerve-wracking because you have to run out of bounds and hit the ball back over the net. Sometimes you have to do this while you're completely backwards. You have to hit it over your head or your shoulder. We would practice those drills. So the setter would hit it out of bounds, and then the players would try to hit it back over the net on that third ball. So yeah, this can happen during a game. It can be very distracting. It'll simulate what it would be like under that pressure during an actual game, so they can get used to that. They know what they need to do in that situations, and we could do it on the sides of the court or even in the back. Those farther back hits are even harder. So just practicing getting it back over the net on that third hit, relieve some of that pressure, and just keep their concentration on the game, not worrying about how they're going to hit it back over. It should just be like a spur of the moment. It should be an instinct. So yeah, that's my example of what I would do for simulation training with indoor volleyball. Thank you.